t-shirt that you edit in abs.
Like 24 of them.
Yeah, an 86 pack.
Nipples on each ab.
No! That'd be weird. Or just one really nice ab.
Yeah, just one. Mm-hmm. A big one.
I already got that.
Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. It's Tuesday. It's a great day for whiskey.
Isn't it Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. It's a good day for whiskey, and we're going to visit a Alabama distillery that I'm quite excited about. My wife and I actually stopped at this distillery and met with the owners and got kind of a really cool welcome, and it was fun. And it's actually the place I picked up my staves that we do our smoked whiskeys on cocktails, and they're really good people. And so if you like all of our different craft whiskeys that we get and our reviews, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. We're coming up on a milestone on subscribers, so I'm really excited, and I hope we can get there sooner rather than later, because I just like our channel to grow. It means that we're doing something right. So please hit that like, but most importantly, hit the subscribe. Today we're looking at a whiskey from Madison, Alabama. So we don't have a lot of whiskeys from Alabama. In fact, I was quite surprised they had distilleries. I mean, every state does, but this was one that was kind of out of the way in a little warehouse district, and it was a great stop. This is the Black Patch Distillery. Black Patch Distillery. It is a veteran-owned, a combat veteran-owned, well, the son and his father. Apparently why the son was over on deployment, the father, who was making his own beer, started making his own whiskey and trying to perfect it so when his son came home he could have some great whiskey for him. Unfortunately, his son was injured and lost a leg, and so every time you buy a bottle from the Black Patch Distillery, and we did the Oral Gold tequila a while back from them. They donate to the Wounded Warriors or the Wounded Veterans Association. So not only you're getting a great whiskey, but it's
good cause.
Going for a good cause. As a former veteran, I am down with that. This is their bourbon whiskey. Online, the bottle looks different. It's round, so I don't know if they just changed through the bottlings or this is an older one. It is about 6 months old. This is a standard bourbon. It's not a straight or small batch. It's just a bourbon. It is 90 proof, so 45%. No age statement. I failed to discuss with them the age statement. However, they do comment every once in a while on Instagram, so when I post this, I might get back with them. And then the cost was great, $36.79. And if you go to the distillery, they actually have a bar there where they have different mixed drinks and stuff of what they do, because they do quite a bit. I think we came back with quite a few things. And you want to open it? I always have to pull my knife out.
They have pull tabs.
I'm horrible with that stuff.
Pull tab. It's the easiest bottle to get into ever.
So if you ever make it to Black Patch, you should check them out. Oh, and they take their barrels and turn them into furniture and ornaments and light fixtures and stuff. So you can definitely pick up some cool stuff that they do. They're an all-round distillery.
Yeah.
That's a little bit full. Oh well.
Poured a big one there, did you?
I did. Work's a little bit hectic lately. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the review. We'll leave it off to the side. Because it is $36.79, that is going to make it a 2 out of 5 barrel. It's a little bit on the high end of our cost thing. Now remember, when we created our cost barrelage indicator 5 years ago, we were trying to think about low-end stuff and never really realized that $40 plus, which is our high end,
Well,
is
$40.
quite average.
It's quite average, but it's also still fair to,
Yes.
bring something down. If it's mediocre on everything else and it's still
Right.
$40, it deserves to be
I think today,
brought
though,
down by the price.
I think today, though, if we were doing our
Might change it to 50
our
or
stuff,
60.
we have these cards, and you can find this online, we would probably change it.
I don't know. It seems to line up pretty well with other people's arbitrary star
True.
rating.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we'll have our cost, flavor, aroma, and bite off to the side.
It's not a prominent smell, but it's not biting on alcohol.
Right.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah. So, for aroma, you're saying sweet as in...
It's not like pungent.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like the bitter or oaky parts of bourbons come out in their smell, and sometimes it just kind of smells pungent. Not necessarily bad, but not either pleasant.
I just realized I poured these in our mini Karens, our wee Karens. Normally we
Switch
do
to a
bigger
big Karen.
Karens. Well, I think the larger Karens give us a little bit more
Aroma.
aroma. I don't know why I poured the wee Karens. Captures the aroma better. So I'm getting black.
Plus benefit, you can let this dry out, then smell
Yeah.
which is another aroma sniffing.
I'm getting black cherry, molasses. I almost get like lemongrass almost.
I think you're just like tossing out words now.
Spearmint of the bourbon.
That's probably what I'm smelling is the spearmint.
I'm not getting much vanilla sweetness. Maybe a little honey sweetness though. But not the funkiness of honey.
Yeah, it's not funky at all. And it's not pungent. All in all, I'd say it would be like light or mild.
Yeah.
Mild to light, maybe a 3.5.
Okay.
Because there's no alcohol bite. You can stick your nose in there and it's barely going to tingle.
Yeah.
If at all.
Right.
And
for 90
has-
proof, you'd expect it a little bit more
Yeah.
spiciness.
it has aroma, like you can smell different things, but it's light on it. So I'd say 3.5.
Yeah. It's got a rich flavor though. Like a heavy richness. Black cherry,
Yeah.
a little bit of caramel. Maybe some molasses in it. A very bourbon-esque vibe to it. But could be confused to not be a bourbon and more of a whiskey.
No, it's got bourbon.
Yeah, yeah.
Like straight up.
Not
It's
much
just
of
not,
a
like,
bite.
harsh.
It's a mild bite. A little bit of the back end burn.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it when I was there, and I'm really enjoying this
I would say
now.
it's probably more like medium to mild, 3.5. Not quite straight up mild
Okay. On the flavor or the bite?
on the bite.
You still working flavor? Adding a little water, there's some definitely aroma change to it. Something's coming out, apricot possibly. Like a lighter fruit. A little bit more of the alcohol too. Flavor seems to be a little bit milder with the water. Yeah, getting that caramel now. Still a little bit of liquid in there. Huh. Some weediness.
The water brought out a little bit more bitterness.
Yeah.
Like sharpness from the flavor, not from the alcohol. Ooh, that changed the flavor.
I'm wondering what the mash bill is, because it's a little bit of a weediness to it as well.
Yeah.
Especially on the aroma of your weak herring.
I have a bad nose. It goes sensory blind pretty quick.
I think this is a great
Can't smell anything in it now.
craft bourbon. It's unique enough to be set aside from Bullet or Forester or anything like that. So any of that mainstream stuff.
Bourbon, right? Yeah. It's got strong bourbon flavors to it. Like it's a bourbon.
Yeah.
You get a bourbon because it is bitter and oaky and smoky or what have you. And that it has that in there with some more subtleties to it.
Right. It's a unique craft whiskey. I really like it.
Yeah.
And the price point's value. If I was in Madison, Alabama, I don't know if they sell this in the stores or it's distillery only, but for some reason I think you can order it online if you're able to get stuff in your state. I just feel like this would be one of my favorite whiskeys. I don't think it's on par or as elevated as, say, Acres, but Acre does a lot of single malts and not just regular bourbons.
I would say this would be a perfect baseline bourbon.
Yeah.
Like what you would want to drink if you're not looking for specific prominent flavors, because it just has a nice, subtle, pleasant. I would say
it's smooth, pleasant. It's pleasant. Overall, our total rate is 12.5, which is a 3.25 barrel, and I actually think it's worth more than that. I think it's a 3.5 barrel.
At least.
Yeah.
If not more.
I think it's a 3.5. I think that...
because I would give it pleasant on flavor.
Yeah.
So a 4.
Okay. It still would be within the 3.5. So I think this is a great bourbon all around. Not like top shelf stuff, but it's a really good bourbon. It is a really good cause for. Let's see if it actually says. They donate a portion of every bottle sold to veteran charities. So a bunch of different veteran charities, I guess. So it's a great story behind it. It's a great benefit for buying. Every time you buy it, something goes to wounded warriors or veterans of some kind. And it's a great distillery to visit. A little hard to find, but it's a great place to visit. So if you get a chance, you should check them out. This is 3.5 barrel. I really like it, and we do have a couple more from them. I think we bought 4 overall. We bought the tequila, the Oral Gold agave, which we thought was more like of a mezcal rather than a tequila. Remember that? But it was pretty cool. We have this one, and I think we have it. I know we have one more, if not 2 more, so we'll give it a try. Make sure you leave a comment below whether you've had this and what you think, and what do you think about charity alcohol. There's quite a few out there. Much better than celebrity alcohols, if you ask me. But check out all of our other videos Monday through Friday. We do whiskeys, we do vodkas and rums and all that stuff. We do coffees, and you and I every Friday do cocktails. Check those out. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. No merchandise on you either. And remember, there is no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey, and this is really good whiskey.
I need to top up.
Oh, okay. Cheers.
That's good.